It's a 1887 Norinco copy of the Winchester. We had a subscriber wanting to buy this gun, and we told him we'd take it out and do a little test on it. He already knows that these guns have a slight problem with ejection and all, but we're going to try this one out today with various loads. We've got a Centurion bucking ball that has a 65 caliber musket ball in it with 6 #1 buckshot behind it. We're going to pattern it at 25 yards on that silhouette. These rounds don't scatter that much. Ray was shooting these at the range out of his Sega and was getting like an 11-inch pattern. So we're going to see what it does out of this Norinco.
Get back where you were standing. Right there is fine.
This is what happens with these guns. Well, the gun is shooting high and right. There's your 65 caliber ball. You got one flyer out here. This is the aiming point right here.
Let's try a few more, Barry.
All right.
Looks like they printed in exactly the same place, Barry.
Well, the gun is shooting high and right with these.
Right there you can see where Barry's shot impacted the second one. It's definitely hitting consistently high and right, but seems to be throwing him into a decent pattern.
Premier STS #8 Waxer slug.
It's Barry's pet load right there.
See, that shell's a ½ inch shorter than one with a crimp on it. Still won't eject them.
No go.
Good night. Man. I don't like that load, whatever it is.
Yeah, those are those #4 Rios. Heavy game loads.
They don't like the #4s.
See how high you shot? You're hitting the same height I am from the bullseye.
Yeah, look at the handguards.
Now the handguard's on. Consistently, this gun is shooting over a foot high and about 6 inches to the right. This was one of them, keyhole, and I believe this is the other one. One of these was from the bucking ball, but they hit like this. The gun is shooting consistently to the same point of aim, but the gun doesn't function. And when Eric was shooting the plates over there, I was watching the strikes on the hill behind it, and he was hitting the same distance up. Well, the fore end slid forward on it. We had to take the fore end off. You see a lot of them in the old West this way. Of course, I hope they worked a whole lot better, the real thing, than this one does. We're having all kind of problems with this gun. I'm gonna try one cut shell out of it, my pet load, at that target and see where it hits. If it hits high and right, it's all the gun.
Like it hit right in the neck.
Oh, it ejects those good.
It ejects cut shells, doesn't it?
Head pops off of them. Here's where my pet load hit right here. Dead center in the head. Here's your aiming point. This gun is consistently shooting way off. We're only 25 yards away. But you will notice with this cut shell also, there's no pellet loss. This is a cylinder bore. So you shoot cut shells best out of a cylinder bore. But there's your hole right there, almost dead center in the head. Here's the aiming point. That's about 1.5 feet of deviation in that. This gun right here, I've shot a lot of them, and most of them work most of the time. This one doesn't work any of the time. We're taking this gun, we got it, I believe, from one of our big distributors. We're gonna send it back along with the other one. We're not even gonna test any more of them. Now this gun retails for about 400 bucks, but you can buy one made in Italy by Chiappa, or I think there's another company in Italy, they're $1,000.
Pedersoli.
Pedersoli,
Yeah.
they make them, but they're $1,000, but they work. Now there's a guy named Coyote Cap out west. He can modify this gun for $175 and make it work. And I fired one that he worked on and it ran like a champ. This is the worst one I have ever shot. This one right here.